What's up, everybody? This is your favorite cousin Rich back once again, and I greatly do appreciate y'all for watching. Now, in recent news, celebrity news, whatever the case may be, we have Ciara giving her child that she had with Future, Russell Wilson's last name. And this has sparked some controversy, some debates, whatever the case may be, from outside people. And when I went through, just observing how people feel about the situation, things of that sort, the people who I noticed have the biggest resentment towards single mothers are two groups of people. One are black men that were denied access to these women in their younger years. And two is the men that they left, or the Pookies, the Ray Rays, the bad boys, the ones that never developed, the ones that are still stuck in arrested development. These are the two categories of people that I have noticed that do the most down talking of single mothers. Why? Easy. The square, or the one that has resentment, has not let that resentment go, has not let that anger go, has not grown past it, does not see the deeper reasons of why he was rejected from this female in his younger years. So he's held on to that resentment, he's held on to that rejection, and this is what he lives off of, this is what he feels off of. And you can tell that the way some people go about speaking about these certain cases is with hate, with anger, not just a simple, I don't deal with single mothers, but you hear people say, she could rot. You hear some of the most darkest things come from these people, almost as if they're not human. Feed her to the wolves. Because she might have made a mistake, or made it with the wrong person, or hormones got in the way, or whatever the case may be. We got to feed her to the wolves now. Let her starve, let her fend for herself. The person who helped her create it, let him take care of it. All these things that we hear, the same rhetoric over and over and over, comes from the guys that more than likely have resentment from being rejected in their younger years by the same ones who went towards the bad boys, the Pookies, the athletes, the this, the that. That's the first case. And the second case that I have noticed are the actual Pookies, the bad boys, the athletes, the this and the that have not grown past their arrested development stage and have lost access to the actual women that they had access to at one point in time. A lot of the reasons why is because she's probably turned around and went to somebody who could be a provider, protector, long-term for her offspring, or whatever the case may be. And because they have so much resentment now is because they have not grown past their arrested development stage. They have not grown into that actual full male that is needed to provide, protect, encourage, educate, help out. They have not grown into that stage yet. Therefore, they are still in their adolescence, like I said, arrested development. Because they have not grown, they still think like a child. And now they have noticed that the access that they have once had to, or the access that they once had from this lady or to this lady, or whatever the case may be, they no longer have this access. And the access is now granted towards the one that they used to call the square, the one that they feel undeserving or not up to par, not cool enough, wasn't in the in crowd, wasn't bad boy enough. They have now lost their access to this guy. And the deeper resentment comes because they understand that they cannot match what this quote unquote square, or the new guy, the good guy, the nice guy, whatever connotation you want to put on it. They understand deep down into a certain level that they cannot match that they understand that pure physicality, pure just being a bad boy, pure just being an athlete and all this does not stack up to what this woman now needs. And a lot of times they have not worked on themselves emotionally, educated themselves enough, grown enough, matured enough to handle deeper relationships that is now needed as you get older. So they hold resentment towards the new man because they understand they really cannot stack up. The things that she needs, he cannot provide anymore. It's past just lust. And they cannot provide that. And they understand that the guy that she is more so drawn towards now can provide that. So that's where you hear hate coming from him as well, is that she's a nobody. She's used, damaged goods. She can't do nothing for nobody. I had her first. You know, that's where you hear this rhetoric coming from this ex-bad boy, Pookie, or excuse me, not ex-bad boy, but the bad boy, the Pookie, the Ray Ray, the athlete, the ex-athlete. You know, the ones that are past their prime, past their peak. That's the rhetoric that you hear from them. So, to sum it up, short and sweet, not to go too long, those are the two people that I have noticed the most who down talk single mothers. Plain and simple. Anyways, let me know how y'all feel about this. It's your favorite cousin Rich. Y'all be safe out there, all right? Love and blessings.